Hello Sagittarius, welcome to the ManjulaAwakening. My name is Kiana, or welcome back if you are an existing subscriber. Your support is appreciated and valued here on the ManjulaAwakening. Guys, I want to do a current energetic check-in, just see where Sagittarius is currently at. So the major arcana representing where Sagittarius is at, I feel like Sagittarius is taking a stance. I feel like this is Sagittarius rising, realizing that it's time to pour into Sagittarius. No longer, I feel like that this is Sagittarius seeing that if I pour into me and I take care of me in a non-selfish way, then that immediately begins to overflow onto the things around me. And therefore that creates a different energetic frequency for me. So this is a current energetic check-in. Now we have the star card that came out, but we do have the moon card at the bottom of the deck. So I do like for Sagittarius to do this, it's going to be facing the fears, having the anxiety, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to require you to step into that childlike mind. Don't think about, like when I think about a childlike mindset, children don't have to worry about where they're, given the proper environment, right? Most children don't have to worry about where they're going to get their new clothes from. Or, like how much their new clothes cost, or groceries and how much that stuff costs, right? That's the only thing they're worried about is, Mama, can I get on YouTube? Mama, can I get on the game? Mama, can I have a junk food? Mama, can I do this? You know what I'm saying? But they're not worried about where all that stuff that they want is coming from or how it's being acquired. And that's where spirit is like, in order to step into this energy truly. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. But I do feel like that you're going to have to face some fears. And the best way through those fears is to really take on that childlike mindset and just think about the universe as one of your parents, and just have that childlike faith that your parent is going to provide the essentials for you. But right now, I feel like the major arcana of what's going on for Sagittarius, it's like, nah. It's time for me to get back to me. I got to pour into me. I'm done focusing my energy in other places that just ain't pouring back into me. And the reason that I say I know this is pouring back into Sagittarius is needing to pour back into them. The traditional tarot, the water bearer is pouring one cup into that bigger pond, and then she is creating a smaller one over here. But I feel like that Sagittarius is right now, it's just time to focus on oneself. All right, so let's see. What is the archetype that Sagittarius is currently in? What is the current archetype that Sagittarius is currently in? My bad, give me 1 second. My baby's playing outside. And some funny cars. My mama's on it, y'all. Alright, Spirit, let's get back into the energy for Sagittarius. His energetic check-in. That's way too many, but I do see the Knight of Wands, King of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Spirit, what is the major arcana that is currently representing Sagittarius right now? Thank you, Spirit. We just had this not that long ago. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. With the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's get one of these. Let's get one of these to help anchor this archetype, Spirit. Ooh. So we have trauma bond. So what this is telling me here with the Knight of Cups with this particular Knight of Cups, the fish is out of the cup. Not the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups. The fish is outside of the cup. He's dropped the fish. Now the fish represents abundance, creativity. It's that feminine energy. Now, with it being outside of the cup, I feel like that Sagittarius, the archetype is like, you don't know how to hold it. It's like you you have psyched yourself into this place that you don't know how to handle the gifts that are coming in, the opportunities that are coming in. It's like you just feel overwhelmed and underprepared for these. And I do feel like that is a trauma-induced response for you. So I feel like that into this current energy check-in, I feel like that this is going to be addressed. Because at the bottom of the deck, we do have Black Square. And this book really does speak about, and this card in the book really does speak about not using your gifts to the fullest potential. And that's because you've psyched yourself into thinking that you don't. Because I just got to stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? But let me just stay out of the way. But the thing is you staying out of the way, or the lane that you're currently in is not your lane. It's like you have a lane. And your lane is legendary. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to see where you have allowed this trauma to tie you to someone else's lane, to someone else's storyline. And it's time to create your own, is really what I'm getting here under this current energetic check-in. But let's see what's going on. Mentally, environmentally, and spiritually is what I'm going to look at here in this energetic check-in, Sagittarius. What's going on for Sagittarius under this energetic check-in, Spirit? The kids, I'm gaining more kids in the front yard, guys, so things might get rowdy. What's going on with Spirit? Okay, so mentally, we have something to do with loyal hearts. Environmentally, something is regenerating. Spiritually, we have why. There's a spiritual awakening going on for you right now, for sure. All that glitters is at the bottom of the deck. So what this is telling me here is, I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna get a lessons card, because that's what Spirit just told me to do. I'm gonna get a lessons card for each one of these positions as well. But here's what I'm getting from, as far as you emotionally go, there's some indecision here. There is some indecision, but most importantly, I feel like that the root of this indecision is because your heart is calling you in one way and your mental space is calling you in another way. So let's see, Spirit, what is the lesson here for Sagittarius' mental space? So we have two lessons that are coming out here. And the first one is service. And the second one is trust. And at the bottom of the deck is that indecision. So there's definitely a situation that is pulling at your heartstrings mentally. And it's pulling at you, but there's a difference in your emotional state versus your mental state here. You know what I'm saying? Like you're talking, like there's not an acceptance of the inner guidance. There's a need to listen and hone in more on that inner voice, inner guidance that's coming through. Because there is something that is trying to align heart space and like your mentals are trying to come into an alignment. And here's the thing. I feel like your heart, like this closed off heart, like something's taking place around you environmentally that is allowing something to regenerate, and that could be your heart space. And I feel like that as far as you mentally, I feel like that you're aware of this. I feel like that you're thinking about this. I just seen a butterfly. I feel like you're thinking about this. You're becoming more aware of this, and you're seeing where you've been holding on to things. Let's get vulnerable, Sag. Y'all know I'm going to do it. So I talked to a cousin the other day. Cousin I hadn't talked to in a while. And I, just kind of talked about some issues taking place in the family. And for once, it was just good to be heard. But not only heard, somebody not scared to tell me my truth. You know what I'm saying? He's a Sagittarius too. So, shout out to the Sag gang. So, and all I could do was really be like, damn, you right, cuz, you right. And when it was first said, I immediately wanted to go, nah, I'm not, because he was like, you just holding a lot of anger right now, cuz you can't focus on that. You gotta focus on what's really important. And immediately I wanted to go like, nah, I'm not. But then I was like, yeah, towards your family, being the smart ass that we Sagittarius could be. And he was like, yeah. And then that's when he broke it down, you know what I'm saying, for me. And just, didn't judge nobody and didn't make nobody feel out of character or anything like that. And so it's something like that. It's that energy around your heart space is louder than your inner voice right now. And so it's time to address the noise. Yes, that's the name of this reading. It's time to address the noise. Because you know that you feel good when you can be of service to other people, when you can be beneficial to those around you. So in order to, in a healthy manner, be beneficial to those around you, then it is like the volume on the internal voice needs to be heightened up. All right, Spirit, what's the lesson here for the environmental energy around Sagittarius regeneration? Thank you, Spirit. Surrender. That's the lesson. Environmentally, you must surrender. You cannot control it. The only thing that you can control is yourself. No matter what's going on around you, how are you going to allow it to affect you? And how are you going to respond to it? You. I release my need to control. You must understand that the only thing that you can control is you. Everything else that's happening around you is ordained by the divine. So, Spirit is asking you, do you trust me enough to get you through something? It may not feel good. But as you rise from these ashes, you are going to rise better than ever. It was just 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. You are going to rise better than ever. But only when you are able to surrender your control. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. We clarify in regeneration and we get in death. There's definitely a transformation that's taking place. Things are ending so that something beautiful can be born again. You know what I'm saying? And in this regeneration here, you see this calcified energy. It's just falling away. And this blue and green is illuminating again. So I definitely feel like that's something significant. You can, your environment may not be what you want it to be, or may not appear as you would like it to appear at this time. But through surrender and releasing the need to try to control this situation, it does allow for a beautiful new beginning to take place. Spirit, so what is the lesson here for the spiritual? Why is why here for the spiritual energy for Sagittarius? Thank you. Ooh, abundance, Sagittarius, abundance. Okay. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Now, I had to shut up for a second because my peoples was talking. Ooh, we got regret at the bottom of the deck. But listen, there's something that you're regretting. There's something that you're over. There's something that you look back at, and you're wondering why. Why is this happening? Instead of what is what is preventing me? What am I supposed to grasp from this situation? What is this situation trying to bust open so that I can begin to attract my abundance? Because there's something spiritually, I feel like you're awakening, especially with this page of cups here. I definitely feel like that there's this cracking open as to why you've been closed off to your abundance, why you've not been able to manifest the things that that you desire, why your physical reality is not what you're trying, like it just doesn't match what you feel like you deserve. Well, through what is being reborn, through surrender, it is decalcifying and it is scrubbing your mental space clean of the curtain that is the film, thank you Spirit, the film that is preventing you from utilizing everything that is within you, because you have locked it out, baby. You have locked it out. And because this is locked out, you don't know how to handle these brand new opportunities here, right? Guys, if you're still with me at 16 minutes in, I should have asked this earlier, but it is what it is. If you're still with me at 16 minutes in, we would appreciate that thumbs up down below. Let's jump in with the tarot, guys. Nice, good. Let's look at the mental space for Sagittarius. We have loyal heart, service, and trust. 3 cards off the top, please. 3 cards off the top. 7 of Cups. Page of Wands. Ooh, and the Temperance. The King of Swords. I think you're getting ready to get tempted with a lot of options, a lot of choices. But I feel the need to tell you that there's a need to go be patient and be tempered through the as you are receiving these offers. Don't rush to one. It's really time to you can't allow a vendetta or an emotional response rule, or your emotions rule this response here. Because if you your decision making, because if there is a vendetta that gets in the way of making this choice, then I feel like you do a disservice to not only yourself but those around you as well. So there's definitely a need to discern the incoming choices. Offers is the word that I was looking for. Because I feel like that there is some energy that is coming in that's not in the best energy, but if you discern the fruit, it works to your advantage anyways, even if you don't agree directly to what it is that they're offering. If you discern the fruit and you temper it, alchemize it, I feel like it's like they give you a good starting point. And then because of who you are naturally, it's like you're able to find the perfect solution. Hang on a second. But I feel like that you're able to alchemize the perfect solution here. And I just feel like that you'll be able to see through it. And this is what's going on in your mental space. So there's a need not to overthink it, and definitely don't get lost in the illusion. Like, don't get lost in the sugars and the rainbows and unicorns of the messages coming in. Be patient and balanced and tempered as you are reading and discerning what's going on here, okay? All right, let's move on to the environmental influences right now for Sagittarius. What's going on for the environmental influences for Sagittarius? Why is regeneration and surrender here, Spirit? The High Priestess, the Magician, and the King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Absolutely. I'm listening to your intuition and realizing that you've been playing small. Something has been keeping you small, and your intuition is trying to bust this open. There is something about your right now in this current energetic check-in. There's something about you, like if your abundance frequency is right here, there's something about Sagittarius that oscillates here. It's like you go here and here. So it's like you'll catch a moment of your abundance, and then it's like, damn, I'll take a dip. And it's like your mental space. And it's based off of something that's happening around you. You know what I'm saying? It's something environmentally around you that is affecting your energetic space and causing you to oscillate. And so the universe is asking you to look at your surroundings and understand that everything, no matter how shitty it is working out in your favor. And it is, and even those shitty situations, they're highlighting areas where you're not manifesting at your proper frequency, and therefore you're calling in bullshit. And so I do feel like that there's stability coming in for you. The spirits, the universe is urging you, pushing you towards your abundance. But in order for your abundance to truly open, the universe is asking you to be of service, but through your overflow. Be of service, but through your overflow. You have to get yourself in line. You have to make sure that when before you go out here and you get in this relationship, right? Let's just take a generic example. Before you go out here and get in this relationship, do the work that one needs to do on oneself. That way, when something is being triggered, instead of going to that triggered response, that traumatic response, I've already done the work. So I am able to Don Julio, I understand that this such and such and such and such is the case, but I've already worked past that and I'm not going back to that. So in order for us to move forward, we have to decide, are you willing to address this? Because this is something that I no longer associate with, but I'm not trying to change you. So if you're not ready to address it, I respect that, but I gotta go my opposite way because that's my boundary. So that in and of itself is service. That in and of itself is service, because regardless, that person appreciates and values the energy that they're sucking off of you. So when you set the boundary and you remove it, this person is forced to look in the mirror. Whether you know it or not, whether they ever admitted it to you, it's none of your fucking business. You already done your part. When you set your boundaries and you took care of you, and you didn't waver, that's the end of your business. Okay? That's really the end of your business. Everything else, you have to surrender control of it. If this person decides not to, then as shitty as that is just as acceptable as that is. Does that make sense? Let's move forward. But I definitely feel like a change is coming in, and your environment spaces are changing. I definitely feel like you're manifesting in greater stabilities, more mature stabilities. All right, Spirit. So Sagittarius is a spiritual, energetic frequencies is why in abundance. Can you please help us understand this? So we have the Five of Swords, the Lovers, and the Four of Wands. this desire to win at all costs is really affecting the decisions that you make when it comes to your stability, when it comes to your relationships, whatever aspect that is. Win it at all costs. Let's find an example, Spirit, especially with the Lovers and the Four Wands here. Okay, this does not have to be the case for everyone, but it's the example that I can think of. Use your imagination, Sagittarius. Let's just say that you have this inclusion issue in any relationship. So, and it could stem from a number of childhood issues, right? Traumatic experiences. Okay, so let's just say that you have one friend who is not seeing eye to eye with this other friend. But because you struggle with an inclusion issue, you will entertain this talk over here and not really try to bridge the gap for the two of your friends, right? So you listen her and you soothe this person and then you let it go. And then the next day you with this other friend, and this other friend is talking about that same situation, but from their perspective. But because you have this inclusion issue, you, instead of bridging the gap, you try to soothe them, make them feel good, and entertain that. But you don't bridge the gap. That is an energy that is that there's an energy like such that is affecting the relationships and the choices that you're making, and therefore it's affecting your stability. So spiritually, this is like some illumination to why you have your abundances on. It's like why your abundance is constantly like, I hit a good stretch, and then I go back down. And yes, we do have natural ebbs and flows, but here's the thing: those ebbs and flows, you can be in alignment with abundance through the ebbs and flows of life. You don't have to oscillate below abundance and abundance or above abundance. You can stay in alignment with it as you ebb and flow through life. As a matter of fact, that's the goal to life. So, but something about this strategy is off, and I feel like that spiritually you're waking up to this. Spiritually, I feel like that there's an awareness. There's an awareness, an awakening to this. Thank you, Spirit. Let me stop harping on y'all and get on up out of here. All right, Sag. All right, let's see. Spirit. What's the word for my Sagittarius crew? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Take control of your own narrative. If it didn't wrap it up for us, and it's a 22 card, look that angel number up. It may be significant, and wow, come home to yourself. Come home to yourself. It's time to realize how you're showing up, and through that realization, instead of trying to control the reality around you, it's just really a matter of understanding that whatever is currently going on around me, at some point in time, my little ass was aligned with that energetic energy, and probably still am. So it's about doing the work to come out of that alignment and level up. And if we can begin to look at it that way, boy, I feel like the decalcification is out of this world, Sag. I don't know what they back are doing there in the backyard now. All right, this is the last word, Spirit. Thank you. Family. This could be an issue. This could be a situation rooted in an emotional experience with your family or with a family member, which can, the angels can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, in the experience with a calming blue light. And I don't know why my mouth is so dry, guys. Maybe you guys need it. I got 3 bottles of water empty. This is number 4. So I don't know why my mouth is so dry. Maybe increase on your water intake. But it says, in your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, in the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. Absolutely. It's time to move forward. And in order to move forward, one must be willing to accept the situation for what it is and extract those lessons and not take it personal. Focus on service. But this is in your mental space, and this is at the top of the deck, so you're already consciously aware that there's a calling for you to be of service, right? It says your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream and giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful message, Sagittarius. I hope that it offered you some guidance on your journey. If this message resonated, we would absolutely appreciate that thumbs up down below. If you would like to schedule a personal reading, all of that information can be found down in the description box below. We are currently running a 20% off for all new, for your first time scheduling a personal reading. Something caught my eye. So yes, if it's your first time doing a reading, you will get 20% off, guys. So, and in all that we say and in all that we do moving forward, Sag, let's choose peace. Love and light, guys.